Now let's assuming, okay, you have, let's say, 1,000 dollars. All right, 1,000. Let's say 1,000. Let's be careful with 1,000 dollars, right? Worst case scenario, you can have more than 1,000 direct dollars before the launching of this business. All right, but let's assume you have only just 1,000 downlines, direct downlines under you, and let's assume that each of them is spending nothing less than, let's say, 5,000 naira a day. 5,000 naira a day. What have you made? You have made 50. Okay, this is 50 million, right? So this is what you got, right? 50. This is total amount. And now let's multiply this by 1%. Sorry, yeah. Let's multiply this by 1%. That will be correct. Let's see. All right. If you multiply this value by 1%, it means that what you have made 50,000 naira for that day. For having 1,000 persons under you, and each of them, on worst case scenario, are spending only 5,000 naira. This naira, I am not considering dollars now. I'm only looking at naira, only naira alone. All right, and then okay, let's assume that all of them just spend 5,000 naira, which is not possible. Some can spend more than that. Some can spend 10,000. Some can spend 15,000. Some can spend 50,000. Some can spend 100,000. Some of them can spend 1 million. Some of them can spend 2 million. Some of them can spend 90 million. Any amount they spend is possible, right? But I'm fixing this on just on 5,000 naira, and you have only 1,000 direct downlines under you. It means that for that day you have made 50,000 naira. Now let's increase the number. Let's assume, okay, you increase it to, okay, no, let's do this way. Let's say we increase this to this. All right, yes. Let me increase the amount. All right, let's increase the amount to, let's say, 50,000 naira. If that was spend 50,000 naira, okay, which is possible, right? It means I've made 500,000 naira. If they go ahead and spend 500,000 naira, it means that you have made what? You have made that is 5 million naira. And so the list keep on going that way. So the more persons you have on board, the better for you. Now that we are right now that we are building this thing or building this business. SWIFTtrip has not been launched, all right? We are building it. So you can as well be making money from SWIFTtrip, through this path. You can't miss SWIFTtrip. Let me also show you something else, okay? Now you can understand this. Let's assume that SWIFTtrip is launched as a business right now, okay? And let's use a case study. Let's use what they call it, SwiftMath. The SwiftMath as a case study. Do you know a customer can decide to go to the SwiftMath and spend up to 90 million naira? All right. If a customer go ahead and buy 90 million naira items, 90 million naira items, and this customer happen to be your direct downline. Do you understand what I'm saying, right? Your direct downline, meaning that this is a person that has registered through your code. This person has registered through your code while we are building this team now. Now SWIFTtrip has been launched as a business, and this man or woman go to the SwiftMath and spend 90 million, which is possible because people are ready to buy items. By the time the company is launched, there have a lot of customers going to the SwiftMath. All right, going to take a flight, take e-taxi, booking logistics and all of that. Right, it's possible. But let's assume the person spent only 90 million naira. Because this person is on direct downlines, what will happen is that, okay, you're going to make what 1% of this money. You're going to make 1% of this money, and that 1% is 900,000 naira. Imagine you made this money at the comfort of your home, as a shareholder with the company. But now you are earning as what? As someone who referred a customer to go buy an item. So as what I mean refer, a customer who is on direct downline has gone to register what? Download the app now, right? Because he has downloaded the app and it's your code, you used to activate it even now, which he has done, right? I don't know if you understand, right? I'm assuming that this person is on direct downline and he went to download the SWIFTtrip app and he has activated it, and he goes ahead and spend 90 million naira on the SwiftMath. What happened is that what you quickly go to end what 900,000 naira. This money will drop on your wallet, and because you are building this on blockchain, you can withdraw this money as fast as possible. Just like that, you can withdraw this money without wasting time. This is what we are talking about here in SWIFTtrip. You can't afford to miss SWIFTtrip and play with this one and play with building your team in SWIFTtrip. You have to constantly build your team because your team is very important. You have to build your team. Imagine you made 900,000 naira. Let's assume, okay, let's say about two of them About two of them, two friends, two of your customers, or direct lines, they can spend 90 million naira. They can go as partners. It's very possible, right? And then this is what you're going to get what 1.8 million naira. Because having two direct lines who went to the Swift mart and spent 90 million naira each, and you made what 1.8 million naira. Is that a bad business? I don't think that is a bad business. The reason why you have to be serious with what building your team now that the business is not launched. We are talking about what blood money is SWIFTtrip. Legit divine blood money. Don't joke with it. So every day as you wake up in the morning, what are you going to be doing? Your mindset is to build SWIFTtrip. Build SWIFTtrip. Build it. And so I'm going to be talking to you how to build it to your team. What skills you can apply to build your team. But I'm trying to open your mind to see that there is something big in SWIFTtrip that you cannot miss. Okay, now let's take it that way around. Now let us assume that this person went to spend 90 million naira on the Swift mart by transacting a business, buying items of 90 million naira items, right? Now, what happens? Let's assume that let's consider for the customer. How much will the customer going to make out of this 90 million naira? The customer is making 2% of this money, and that is 1.8 million naira. Okay, now let's also assume that this person that who spent this 90 million naira is not a direct downline. I think is someone that was registered by or that used your code to activate. Okay, someone you gave out your code to, let's say, someone, and that person gave out your code to another person. All right. Okay, let's assume that you are not the grandfather. Your son went ahead and gave out this code. Now you are not a grandfather. If you are a grandfather, how much are you making? If you are a father, what you make is what 1% of that money. Right? Okay, let me clear that. You are making 1% of that money, which is 900,000 naira, right? But if you happen to be a grandfather, meaning that your downline was going to register this person, all right? Who registered this person? Who gave out the code to this person? How much should you make? You're going to be making 0.3% of that money, and that is 270,000 naira. Is that a bad business? You are told you don't know how the money came. Somebody went to the Swift mart and spent 90 million naira without you knowing. But it was your downline that gave her the code to go for the person to go download the app, and he went and spent this money. You were an error at the context of your own. You just made 270,000 naira. If at the time I was not even making, let's say, 5,000 in a day, now you start making 270,000, I just even only 270,000 in a day. How will you feel? How happy will you be? You'll be so excited, isn't it? Wonderful. You can make much more than this, because the bigger your team, the better for you. Let's assume we have, let's say, like let's do it this way. Let's assume you have like let's say 5 of these kind of people. You have like 5 of this kind of person spending 90 million naira on the Swift mart. I wonder how much have you made for that day? You have made 1.350 million, 1,350,000 naira. That's what they have made. That's 1.3. Now let's assume there were 10 of them. That's huge, right? Let's assume there were 10 of them. You have made 2.7 million naira. You can't joke with SWIFTtrip. What is coming from SWIFTtrip is huge, and that's why when you wake up in the morning, when you are doing other businesses, right? Make sure you don't miss what building your SWIFTtrip team. You don't miss it. And like I said, maybe by next week I'm going to talk to you about how you cannot now attract customers, how you can attract downlines, how you can attract prospects to come to you. This is a serious business. But I want to make sure you learn a lot so they can be making money while all of us are making money together. I mean, if you understand, right? Because in SWIFTtrip it's a win-win game. And let us me, it was a down line that went and registered this person, and that means that you are making what 0.1 of that money. Okay, 0.1% of that money. That's for 900,000 naira. If you're down, that is the one that went and registered that person. That is either the 3rd generation or the 4th generation. You are making money. You are not losing out. So it's a win-win game in SWIFTtrip. You can't afford to miss SWIFTtrip. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I have to stop here, and by next week Wednesday, I'm going to show you some strategies you can apply to get a huge number of persons who can come about to make money with SWIFTtrip. God bless you. I have to rush out of this place, right? Because I have to go home now, right? I'm in the office talking to you. This is Dr. Champion once again. I bless you all. God bless you. And we're going to be meeting again by Wednesday. If you have any question, please feel free. Drop it on the platform. If you're in my platform, all right? Drop it, and I'm going to take time to answer that question. God bless you. Have a wonderful night over there. Bye for now. God bless you.